Morning viewer, welcome to our Glory Globe TV's amazing news for viewer. Yeah, scientists from the Department of Medicine, School of Clinical Medicine, LKS, Faculty of Medicine at the University of Hong Kong have identified a biological process. Yeah, a biological process that explains how exercise helps keep bones strong. Viewers, the discovery could lead to new treatments for osteoporosis and bone loss in people who are unable to be physically active. The researchers found a protein that functions as the body's exercise sensor, translating physical movement into signals that protect bone health. And this insight points to the possibility of developing drugs that reproduce the effects of exercise, which could benefit older adults, bedridden patients, and people with chronic illness who face an elevated risk of fractures. The findings were published in the journal Signal Transduction and Targeted Therapy. Osteoporosis. Viewers, osteoporosis and age-related bone loss affect millions worldwide, often leaving elderly and bedridden patients vulnerable to fractures and a loss of independence, said Professor Zhu Almin, Director of the State Key Laboratory of Pharmaceutical Biotechnology and Chair Professor in the Department of Medicine, School of Clinical Medicine, HKU MERD, who led the study. Current treatments rely heavily on physical activity, which many patients simply cannot perform. So we need to understand how our bones get stronger when we move or exercise before we can find a way to replicate the benefits of exercise at the molecular level. This study is a critical step towards that goal. The World Health Organization estimates that about 1 in 3 women and 1 in 5 men over the age of 50 experience a fracture caused by weakened bones. And the issue is particularly serious in Hong Kong as the population grows older, with osteoporosis affecting 45% of women and 13% of men aged 65 and above. So fracture linked to osteoporosis often result in lasting pain and disability, reducing independence and quality of life, while also placing substantial strain on healthcare systems and the broader economy. As people age, bones naturally lose strength, becoming thinner and more porous over time. Within the bone marrow, mesenchymal stem cell can develop into either bone forming cells or fat cells. So these stem cells respond strongly to external influences such as physical activity and mechanical pressure. With aging, however, they are more likely to become fat cells. As fat builds up in the bone's marrow, it crowds out healthy bone tissue, weakens the skeleton further, and creates a downward cycle of bone loss that current treatments struggle to reverse. Then the exclusive report.